And Beijing is expected to approve drastic changes to Hong Kong's electoral system on Thursday. The city's leader, Carrie Lam, says the reforms are urgent, so there won't be any public consultation.
We're joined live now by Lawrence Ma. He's an expert on Hong Kong law, and he's also council member at the China Law Society and Chinese Judicial Studies Association. Mr. Ma, in your view, were the changes in Hong Kong laws presented at the National People's Congress necessary?
Well, yes, the reform is certainly necessary because district councillors comprise of 17 seats in the Chief Executive Election Committee. The Chief Executive Election Committee has a total of 1,200 seats. So 117 votes would be very influential in determining who is elected as our chief executive. The central government believes that it is the plot of foreign powers to use these votes to put in place a chief executive complacent to foreign interests so as to seize the governing power of Hong Kong.
And tell us more about Beijing's aim then of trying to ensure that only patriots govern Hong Kong.
Yes, well, the aim is to put in place people who are CPPCC members. CPPCC actually stands for the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference. And in Hong Kong, they are known as consultants or advisors, political advisors to the government at various levels, including the national level, provincial level, and county level. And those CPPCC members are known to be patriots, and they would act in the role as a gatekeeper. I'll say it again. They would be acting in the role as a gatekeeper to fan out those separatists and traitors.
Mr. Ma, the new body under the chief executive is going to vet all candidates for elected office. What can we expect from that process? Well,
the nomination committee is not a new body, as you call it. It has been in existence since 1997, when the Basic Law started to run. It has always been here. It has always been used to elect the chief executive. Now, after this year's reform, it will be a revamped body with an additional function to screen out those non-patriotic legislative council candidates.
And do you think it will in any way appease or placate those that want a one country, two systems?
Oh yes, well, the one country, two system principle is a political promise, and this political promise has been written down in law, and the law is called the Basic Law. The Basic Law is a promise by the central government to Hong Kong people that our way of life remains unchanged for 50 years. Now, this main body of the Basic Law cannot be changed unless in exceptional circumstances. And the election method of the Chief Executive and Legislative Council are not in the main body, but in the annexes. So the central government is changing the annexes to the Basic Law instead of Basic Law itself. Changing the annexes does not change the central people's government's promise to Hong Kong people.
Mr. Ma, thank you very much for your thoughts on this. Lawrence Ma, their council member at the China Law Society.